Hi everyone, in this video I am going to explain how to execute a simple SQL queries in a SQL server. So that is from SQL Server Management Studio. Right, in the last video I explained how to download and install SSMS. Now how can we write a simple codes? Once you have installed, here it is in the application search bar. You can search for SQL Server Management Studio. That what you have installed. So whenever we open, it will open that SSMS. Here, from here, we can easily connect with we can store the information, creating the databases and the tables also. Simply here, the server name, it is the same desktop. The Windows authentication we use always. Just connect. It will be connected in the left side bar. In the left side bar, it will show that information, what all the databases available. See, first of all, so what is a database? Database consists a collection of tables. What is the advantage means? Suppose if you are doing multiple projects, if you are doing, for each project, separate database we will create. Suppose if it is a banking application, then we can create bank database, which contains all related tables. All related tables. Suppose if it is a hospital management system, then here it is a hospital database we will create. The same story, which contains all the related tables. So for each project, we can create the separate database. So how can we create the database first? Simply, all the databases are there. Now here, you need to create that new query. So where we need to write, here just click on that new query. So then here editor will open where you can write all the queries. Here, this is the editor. Okay. Now here, how to create the database with the simple query, create database, suppose student database and create student database. Now, after writing the query, simply you can execute. Here in databases, it is not showing that student database as of now, but as soon as you execute the query, here you will get command completed successfully. After that, just refresh here, refresh. Now, if you see the databases, here student database created. Now, among so many databases, sir, suppose if I create one more database also, how can I understand that to which database I belongs to? Suppose here I'm creating two databases. Suppose one is a student and second one is an employee database. Now I just want to create table here, create table in student database. So first of all, we need to connect to this student database. We need to connect to the student database. So how can we means what? A very simple query. Very simple query. After this, just remove this. Simply clear that. Right here, use the database name student. That's all. See, it is showing how many databases are available. Among all the available databases, what you want to use. I'm just using student. That's it. Just execute. That is command completed successfully. Means what? You already connected to the student. Now, how can we create the table? As we discussed, suppose let me create a simple table. Create table, just sample table, sample. Column names. Here you can write column names like this. So one column I'm just giving number. The type is integer type. Enough is integer type. The same one just copy and paste here and then execute the query. Look at this. Commands completed successfully. Just refresh here, refresh. Now look at this in databases. In student, how many tables are there? In a tables, what you have created, that sample table. By default, it is showing that DBO, database object dot sample, the table created successfully. Right? Any number of tables you can create. Let me create one more table. Suppose create table, account table, account with the details, multiple columns I'm writing. The first column is a account number. Suppose number, it's integer. Next one, account holder name. It's a string varchar. The size we need to specify. Next one is a balance. It's a decimal type. Decimal. So among eight character, I mean 8 digits, 3 digits comes under decimal part. Right? So total 8 digits are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here it is the last 2 digits I'm giving for the decimal part. Like this, I mentioned. Simply now I'm executing the query. Commands completed successfully. Now if you refresh, along with the sample one, now you can see another table called account table. Once you try to expand, then how many columns are there? How many columns you created? And some keys, constraints, triggers, indexes, all these things we will discuss in the coming concepts. This is the simple way of creating. Now how to insert, right? And how to update and all these things I'll explain very clearly in the next video, because in this video I'm just trying to explain you how to use SSMS, right? And how to create the database, how to create the table. The queries one by one we will discuss in the coming videos. Hope you understood, guys.